What was I can in Greek?
Μπορώ.
Μπορώ. Good. And this verb has the accent on the end, no? As opposed to the penultimate, the second last syllable, where it usually is, no? Like θέλω, αγοράζω. We have it on the ending, μπορώ. And we saw other verbs like this. We had I try, meaning something like towards passion. Towards is pros, and I try.
Προσπαθώ.
Προσπαθώ. Good. We had καλό, which means like to call and to invite. Καλό.
Καλό.
We had παρακαλώ, which meant please. Παρακαλώ, σε παρακαλώ, please. Also the accent on the end. We could have αγαπώ or αγαπάω, I love, also with the accent on the end. Ζω, I live, like in zoo, like in the name in English Zoe. And ζω also counts as one of these verbs with the accent on the ending, as it's just one syllable. So this is a big group of verbs, actually. There are a lot of verbs in this group that have their accents on their endings. And this group also contains many very common and useful verbs. And it's a very useful group of verbs, or to see these verbs as a group, because nearly all of them go into the closed version in exactly the same way. Προσπαθώ, I try, becomes προσπαθήσω.
Προσπαθήσω.
So we noted briefly before how it's the accented syllable that changes, no, in our closed form. We have αγοράζω and then αγοράσω. So it's raz that's taking the accent and which changes. Αγοράζω, αγοράσω. Αλλάζω, αλλάξω. But with this group of verbs like μπορώ, προσπαθώ, αγαπώ, here we have the accent on the ending. So it's the ending that has to change. But it can't, no, the ending can't change. So instead of changing the ending o, which is showing the person, we insert an extra syllable, we insert is. Προσπαθώ, προσπαθήσω. And there we get the closed form. So αγαπώ, I love, becomes, in its closed form,
Αγαπήσω.
αγαπήσω. Ζω, I live, might become
Ζήσω.
ζήσω. You might hear να ζήσεις, long live you, for example, on a birthday or something. You might also hear να σου ζήσει. Maybe somebody gets a new dog and people wish να σου ζήσει, that it lives for you, to you a long time. How would you say I will try?
Θα προσπαθώ.
That's more like I will be trying, but just I will try.
Θα προσπαθήσω.
Θα προσπαθήσω. I want you to try.
Θέλω να προσπαθήσεις.
I want you to try. Θέλω να προσπαθήσεις. I wanted you to try.
Ήθελα να προσπαθήσεις.
Good. Ήθελα να προσπαθήσεις. So we have ήθελα, I wanted in the past, and then it's you to try. So we don't need to go into the past again. We just decide whether it's open or closed. Ήθελα να προσπαθήσεις. I want you guys to try.
Θέλω να προσπαθήσετε.
Θέλω να προσπαθήσετε. I have tried.
Έχω προσπαθήσει.
Έχω προσπαθήσει. I had tried.
Είχα προσπαθήσει.
Είχα προσπαθήσει. I would have tried.
Θα είχα προσπαθήσει.
Very good. Θα είχα προσπαθήσει. The open past with θα we get would. And of course with είχα we just have one past. So θα είχα προσπαθήσει. I would have tried. And of course now we have the closed form. We can make the simple past as well. Like I tried, we tried, etc. So how is that? I tried.
Προσπάθησα.
Προσπάθησα. We tried.
Προσπαθήσαμε.
Προσπαθήσαμε. Good. We're adding two syllables there with ame, so the accent also moves forward one from προσπάθησα, προσπάθησα, προσπαθήσαμε. They tried.
Προσπαθήσανε.
Good. Προσπαθήσανε. And we could also have προσπάθησαν. You guys tried, or you Fummel tried.
Προσπαθήσατε.
Προσπαθήσατε. He tried, she tried.
Προσπάθησα. Προσπάθησε.
Προσπάθησε. And you, informal, you tried.
Προσπάθησες.
Προσπάθησες. If you want to say something like you didn't even try, you didn't even try, you can say ούτε pu. So ute is something like, not even, that pu, you tried. Ute pu. So how would that be? You didn't even try.
Ούτε που προσπάθησες.
Good. Ute pu prospathises. So again, we have a negative here in English. You didn't even try. And you don't have it in Greek. Ute pu prospathises. So you might find that happening sometimes in Greek, no? Not having a negative where you might expect it. Just like the saying that we saw, I haven't done it in 2 years. Έχω 2 χρόνια να το κάνω. We didn't have the negative there. So the same here. Ούτε που, you didn't even. Ούτε που προσπάθησες. You didn't even try. Some verbs, as we've noted with αγαπώ, αγαπάω, I love, can end o or ao. Μιλάω or μιλώ for I speak. Ρωτάω or ρωτώ for I ask. So with some of these verbs we can have an ao or an o ending. But you will notice that both forms exist with some of these verbs with their accents on the end. So when you come across an ao verb, you will also find it with o. So we saw, for example, pulao, like in Monopoly, and we could also have pulo for I sell, pulao or pulo. So we said we have milao, milo for I speak. What would be the closed version of I speak? We'll replace the ao or the o with iso.
Μιλήσω.
Miliso. Greek in Greek is elinika, elinika.
Ελληνικά.
Good. This is a plural neuter word, a neuter plural word. So it's something like the Hellenics, no? Hellenics. And this is how Greek talks about languages. You have, for example, Ellinika, Greek, Anglika, no? English, or Inglesica, we say in Cyprus for English. So it's like, the Englishes in neuter plural, the Greeks, the Hellenics. So, Ellinika, Greek. How would you say, I want to speak Greek?
Θέλω να μιλήσω ελληνικά.
Good. Θέλω να μιλήσω ελληνικά. So, this would mean like now, no, or some closed period of time, some event or something that you're referring to. If you wanted to say, I want to be able to speak Greek, I want to be a person that speaks Greek, then you could use the open form.
Θέλω να μιλάω ελληνικά.
Good. Θέλω να μιλάω ελληνικά. Or if you were to say, for example, more often, no, then you could use that form. What was the word for more?
Πιο.
Πιο. And more often?
Πιο συχνά.
Πιο συχνά. And πιο also means which. Πιο. So, πιο συχνά, more often. I want to speak Greek more often.
Θέλω να μιλάω ελληνικά πιο συχνά.
Good. Θέλω να μιλάω ελληνικά πιο συχνά. So we have μιλάω and the closed version μιλήσω. So how would you say, did you speak? Did you guys speak? And with the context, we can imagine to each other. Did you guys speak to each other?
Μιλήσατε.
Μιλήσατε. Good. The word for early was noris, noris.
Νωρίς.
I wake up is ξυπνάω, ξυπνάω.
Ξυπνάω.
So again, we have a verb ending ao, no, like agapao, milao, ξυπνάω, with its accent on the ending. Which of course means we'll also find ξυπνώ. Ξυπνάω or ξυπνώ, I wake up. I want to wake up early.
Θέλω να ξυπνήσω νωρίς.
Good. Θέλω να ξυπνήσω νωρίς. So this would refer to a specific time you're discussing, no? What if you were to say, I want to wake up early with the open, standard form of the verb? Θέλω να ξυπνάω νωρίς. What might that mean?
I want to make it a habit to get up earlier or early.
Yeah, like I want to be a person that gets up early. So also kind of including the meaning of able to, of μπορώ, just in the idea of the open form of the verb, no? It's like I want to be able to wake up early. I want to be a person that gets up early. Θέλω να ξυπνάω νωρίς. What if you were to say, I can't wake up early, and you meant generally, not a specific time like tomorrow. Generally, I'm incapable of waking up early.
Δεν μπορώ να ξυπνάω νωρίς.
Very good. Δεν μπορώ να ξυπνάω νωρίς. What was the word for when?
Πότε.
Πότε. When did you guys wake up?
Poate xipnisate.
Pote xipnisate. Very good. Rotao means I ask. Rotao.
Rotao.
Rotao. Rotao. And of course we could also have roto. So what would be the closed version of rotao or roto?
Rotiso.
Rotiso. I wanted to ask you something.
Ήθελα να σου ρωτήσω κάτι.
Good, but actually here we have ήθελα να σε ρωτήσω κάτι. Now you can be totally forgiven for thinking that it's su, no? Because it's ask something to you. And different languages that have this difference between you and to you and to him actually disagree on what this should be, what we should use with to ask. For example, in Spanish, you use to him when you use to ask, but not in Greek. So to ask, we just use se. We ask directly somebody rather than to somebody in Greek. Ήθελα να σε ρωτήσω κάτι. So the use of ήθελα is a little bit polite, no? Ήθελα, I wanted, rather than θέλω, makes it a little bit softer. You could be even more polite. You could say, I would want to ask you something.
Θα ήθελα να σε ρωτήσω κάτι.
Good. Θα ήθελα να σε ρωτήσω κάτι. I would like to ask you something. But we could also use the plural you to be polite. So we saw how we have this plural you, which we can use also with one person to be polite. So se is you, no, and the plural you is sas, which works for you or to you, works for both. Sas. So I would like to ask you something, now being super formal.
Θα ήθελα να σας ρωτήσω κάτι.
Very good. Θα ήθελα να σας ρωτήσω κάτι. Very good. So now we are super formal. Now we have θα ήθελα and also σας. You will hear in Greek yasu, like goodbye or hello, yasu, literally your health. So this isn't the ya of for, it's ya meaning health, actually related to hygiene. That strange spelling of hygiene with the Y and the G is from Greek. And of course health and hygiene is related, no? So we have yasu, your health, used for hello and goodbye. And if you're talking to more than one person, or being polite or formal, how would it be?
Γεια σας.
Γεια σας, no? Because I said, of course, σας works for you or to you, so also for the possession, your health. Γεια σας. For toasting, you might hear our health. How would that be?
Γεια μας.
Γεια μας. So that's a whole bunch of verbs that you automatically know the closed version for, no? Ξυπνάω, I wake up, ξυπνήσω, ρωτάω, I ask, ρωτήσω, μιλάω, I speak, μιλήσω, προσπαθώ, I try, προσπαθήσω, and many, many more.